So can you run a 180 TT on a 225 ECU? We are about to find out. Now obviously the injector scaling is going to be wrong, but for idle, maybe we'll be okay. Of course, immobiliser. Will it run for long enough for me to know whether this lambda fault was cleared? Let's see if we can see the lambda voltage. Advanced measuring blocks. Because before it was just sat at 5 point something volts. So now, well, I think there's an issue with the ECU, because now we're seeing an actual voltage. The fact that I can see 1.5 volts now instead of 5 volts tells me that, yeah, the ECU is at fault, the 180 ECU, because otherwise I'd be getting the same fault on this ECU, wouldn't I, if it was wiring related or lambda sensor related. So yeah, got to try and source myself an ECU. It's been 2 seconds for you, but it's been about 5 or 6 days for me since I was working out what was wrong with the ECU. I'm filming this bit now because I'm going to run out of daylight as it is today. Last night when I got home, I sorted out swapping over the map file, the EEPROM file, and the other file that's on the ECU. I'm not sure what it is. This is all new to me. But I took it all off the old ECU and moved it over to a spare BAM ECU that I've got. So the BAM ECU and the ARY ECU are both ME7.5. You know, they're both wideband ECUs for the 1.8 turbo. The only thing wrong with the 225 ECU is obviously it's expecting bigger injectors, a different turbo. So, and yeah, I don't know whether things like secondary air injection, things like that get affected. But yeah, so swapped over the files, went out at 10:15 at night, quickly plugged it in to see if it will run, and it runs. So as soon as I get home, I want to be filming me just working out, you know, has this solved the lambda issue? Can I now take it for a proper test drive? That's what we're going to find out. So yeah, apologies that this bit of the video is like me driving along in my work van. But yeah, like I said, I'm just running out of time. I want to get this car done. And then if it is running tonight, I'm going to take it somewhere tomorrow. It's not quite good news. Yes, it will read the lambda sensor, but I still think the lambda sensor that's on it doesn't work. Change the lambda sensor isn't exactly straightforward. Certainly not something I'm going to start doing at 7:45 at night. Well, there goes the plan of getting this car ready tonight to take to the car meet tomorrow. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to have to abandon ship now. I'm not sorting out a lambda sensor at 7:45 at night. But what I will be needing to do is get the TTS ready for tomorrow's meet. Nice early start for that one. And then crack on with this one on Sunday. So yeah, this video is not going to plan at all. But hey, that's life. Sometimes it throws you some curveballs, doesn't it? But yeah, I mean, it's idling rock steady, sounds really sweet, engine sounds good. So yeah, I'm confident that once the lambda sensor is done, this will be a nice car. I just need to get it to that point. So yeah, right, video about the meetup coming separately. But yeah, I'll see you in about 3 seconds when I'm underneath the car again. That's my access. It's basically non-existent. So the plan is, under the dogware mount, move the engine forward slightly, undo the prop, and then hope that I can get a spanner in. Is there enough room now? Maybe, hopefully. Yeah, gonna be slow progress, but it'll work. There is new sensor in place. There's no way I could film that. I could barely get my hands in through that gap to get to it, let alone film it.
But moment of truth, let's see if we've now actually got lambda readings on the ECU. Here we go. We've got readings that are basically sensible. So that means I suppose I should put it back together properly and take it for a test drive. So, having a look at the logs, sorry about the crack in the screen, but there we can clearly see 149 at 6,300 revs. That is 180 brake horsepower. Happy days. Oh, that's looking better. Nice and clean. We're still trying to source the correct valence for it. But yeah, she cleans up well. So the car runs, drives, stops, everything looks healthy. So now it's time to do things like full service on it, oil service, Haldex fit service, cam belt, and then get it ready for the new owner. So it's now nice and clean. So yeah, next video, let's do all those bits and hand it over to the excited new owner.